Women make up half the world's population and are the backbone of social and economic development. Women have proven their talent in every field. Women are at the forefront of many things in the scientific field as well. However, constraints such as our social fabric, gender discrimination, and the fact that family responsibilities come down to the women of the house have reduced the number of women at higher levels in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM.
Hello and namaskar, I am Rakhi Bakshi. Welcome to this very special film on women in STEM, science and technology, and a very happy International Women's Day. Today is 8th March and we are celebrating women all across. India is celebrating 75 years of its independence. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is being celebrated all across. We are talking about the involvement of women in science and technology. So what is being done? The Department of Science Technology is very much at it with different schemes that it has started for women in science and technology. The R&D research and study says that 16.6% of women in the research area are actually there who are pursuing their academic careers in science field.
The science ministries of the Government of India have taken many initiatives to motivate women to make their mark in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. These efforts have increased women's participation at every level, from science education to laboratory research. The change has been slow but steady. Even as more girls and women are becoming interested in the sciences, and their numbers in the field of science has increased at the school and college level. Women scientists continue to leave their mark in challenging fields like space science, defense research, nuclear research, medicine, biotechnology, and agricultural science.
Science is very soon going to become, innovation is going to become a huge lucrative area, not confined only to laboratory research as you were mentioning. And therefore, and women scientists, most of them have been found to be highly focused and quite dedicated in their work. I think have a huge future in this area.
Today, women are stepping up into new engineering fields like drone technology, nanoscience, etc. Our team interacted with women at different levels and spoke to them about the role of women in the field of science and technology and the challenges ahead of them.
So I was into my maternity break and I was in a state that where I could not go for work because there's no backup system. Because the problem is I come up from a family where they wouldn't say that you are a woman, you shouldn't do certain things, but they expect under the women's care the child would be fine and things like that. They are still in that kind of a belief.
I've done B.Pharmacy and I have done Masters in Technology from Biotechnology. I have worked for 2 years in Omics International in Hyderabad itself. Then I got married, I have 2 kids, 4 years and 1.5 years. So I would like to have work-life balance. I don't want to regret about my career.
Challenges are part of life, but overcoming them in a beautiful way, it's another journey.
The present scenario of Indian women in science really calls for an urgent policy intervention. And recognizing this challenge, Department of Science and Technology has initiated a women-centric program known as Vice Kiran Division or Women in Science and Technology program, which is a program started somewhere 2 decades back in the year 2002. And it is basically providing various career opportunities and create an enabling ecosystem for the women scientists and technologists to nurture and take active part in the science career.
We as a college, an undergraduate college, committed to the education of women and girls, especially in the sciences too, as well as humanities and social sciences. We felt that there are 3 things which were very important. Number 1, that our young girls who will see these women will see them as role models. They will also be able to get a certain encouragement in pursuing science for careers. Number two, they will also understand that there could be obstacles in their lives at a certain point of time, and how are they going to overcome those obstacles. And that is also a learning that they would get from this program.
Science and society are mutually dependent on each other. It's safe to say that when science progresses, society gets stronger. Apart from schemes to encourage women's participation in the field of science and technology, scientific interventions at the village level have worked to make even less educated women self-reliant. Some recent developments are great examples of this trend. Let's first talk about seaweed cultivation technology that was made available to women self-help groups in coastal areas. This initiative has provided new employment to women from the weaker sections of the society living in the coastal areas and has helped improve their economic condition.
My husband is involved in the fishing activity which did not give us adequate income. We were unable to provide good education to our children. Thus we decided to do seaweed cultivation. We are now continuing the seaweed cultivation since last 10 years. In a year we earned 3 lakh rupees easily after deducting every expense including the expenses for family commitments. Our days are going very well. Recently we expanded our existing house. Although we are working hard, our earnings are better than before.
Another successful scheme is the Purple Revolution in the Bhadarwah region of Jammu. The Aroma mission of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research has made the women in this region self-reliant. With the help of CSIR scientists, women are not only indulging in lavender cultivation, but are also giving equal support to men in running the family with their earnings.
हम अपने पतियों पे डिपेंड थे, ठीक है, तो अब हम अपने घर का मतलब खुद खर्चा उठा सकते हैं, तो वैसे हमें डबल फ़ायदा है, अपने बच्चों को अच्छी तालीम दे सकते हैं, फिर घर में भी जो जिस चीज़ की कमी है वो भी हम पूरा कर सकते हैं।
हमें यहाँ पे रोज़गार भी मिला है, इनकी वजह से हमें रोज़गार मिला है। महिलाएं कभी बाहर नहीं निकलती थी, तो इनकी वजह से हम बाहर भी निकलते हैं, थोड़ा पता भी चलता है हमें, और हम ये खेती कर रहे हैं, हमारी आमदनी भी चलती है। ठीक है,
हो गया 7-8 साल शुरुआत की हुई इसको। पहले हम मक्की लगाते थे, मक्की में कोई फ़ायदा नहीं हमें, फिर हमने लवेंडर ये पौधे लिए, तो फिर धीरे धीरे हमें फ़ायदा होने लगा इनसे।
India has mobilized a number of flagship fellowship programs, grants and policies focusing on bringing in more and more women and girls into science and retaining women in scientific career. But at the same time, I must admit, still much more needs to be done. The Indian economy today needs participation of women scientists. Mobilizing women, therefore, into science streams is essential for attaining technology-led economic growth, addressing national and global issues, and realizing the sustainable development goals.
So we heard all these voices, the voices coming from the field, the voices coming from the labs, the voices coming from universities and colleges. We have talked to some of these young women scientists and we've heard what they are saying. The voice that emerges largely is that they would need support from society, from family, from their workplaces, from the educational institutions, but they are very eager to go ahead. And that's where we are. We have to support them. We have to create this universe, not only in India, but globally, where they really take up their careers in science and technology. As women are going to Mars and Moon, they still have more journey to undertake, and we are only trying and striving to help them in this endeavor.